Welcome to the final part of Mega Man 4.
Yay.
Now it's time for us to take the fight to Wily head on. But first we got some obstacles to take care of.
What is this, level 8-8?
Sure,
forgot which specific castle level has the bullshit trick but you need to take the correct path, otherwise it loops.
8-4.
Alright.
They also brought that gimmick back in New Super Mario Bros. DS.
Because...
yeah, it was done well. It was like, huh, weird. The first New Super Mario Bros. Game was really good.
I also think the Wii one was fine. Like in general, the formula is fine enough. It was just a matter of the fact that for a while Nintendo just milked it, and that was the only major thing they were doing when it came to Mario.
It was also the level design, the aesthetic, because it was like, okay, here's the water, here's the grass level, here's the desert level,
all
here's
with
the water level.
all the music was having the obnoxious sound effect, you know, the mini choir behind it, pop pop, you know.
Yeah, in a way, I'd argue it suffers the same. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, because I want to get weapon energy and
sure.
stuff.
Yeah, what you were saying?
In a way, New Super Mario Bros. Is basically what Mega Man was on the NES.
Yeah, I guess. Like
my issue, I wouldn't be opposed to making more 2D Mario games, but if they're gonna make more 2D Mario games, give them more of
an identity.
Not just that, of course, but not necessarily a bigger budget, but by God, get a better art direction.
Yes.
Because I cannot stand the art direction in those games. Because
yeah, it blends in. I can tell that.
Not just that, like it's not even just that. Like again, compare that to Wireland Shake It.
Yeah.
Which was on the same plat. Like seriously, I want a 2D Mario game that looks like that. Can we have that, Nintendo, please? Goodfield knows where it's at. Like,
yeah, they knew where it was at. That's why
in fact, Nintendo, get Goodfield to make a 2D Mario game. Well, why not? Right?
Making Yoshi.
I mean,
actually, what is Goodfield doing now?
Actually, we don't know because the last one they did was Yoshi's the Yarn one.
Unnamed samurai action game for the Switch.
Oh, they're gonna make a ghost of Tokyo, maybe.
A new iteration of a mysterious castle Murazama or Muramasa would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay.
So everyone can finally.
So it's gonna be there for so Nintendo's giving them a chance to make their own original IP.
I think
it seems.
so, actually.
Or maybe it's just.
I'll put an article in the meantime.
Maybe it's just Goodfield's own IP. Yeah, I don't like this enemy.
I can see that.
And guess what happens? I have to fight it again!
Riveting.
Yes.
Alright, so who's the actual boss here? I wonder.
It's a trash compactor!
It's a giant version of that.
Yes. So apparently there was a way for me to cheese this. I just had to like get hit and jump on its side. I was like, man, if I had known earlier, this fight would have been over in 2 minutes. Cause I don't like this fight.
I can see that.
It's so annoying and obnoxious. feels like a rejected Mario boss. Like I said, a lot of Mega Man enemies do feel like Mario enemies.
And while we're talking about New Super Mario Bros., like one thing that don't get me wrong, I love Mega Man 11. I just wish they would have gotten better art direction, because again, I would love them to I can use Wily and Chicken as an imagine a game, a Mega Man 12 made with in the same visual style as Wily and Wii, and to perfectly reflect Inafune's original artwork. Like seriously, that would look so cool.
Here's why they didn't
instead of the cheap 2.5D look.
Here's why they didn't do it. It's because they wanted to make sure that people were actually interested in Mega Man. They wanted people to put their money's worth. So I like 11's art style. The only thing that bothers me is the walking animation.
I can see what you mean. Honestly, like I said, I'm okay with 11's compromise for art style. I still prefer what they could have done with 7 or 8. It's still sprite technically, but it doesn't have to be completely 2D hand-drawn, so they can get away with, just on a sprite work that makes things easier. Yes.
The worst complaint I've seen about 11 is that it looks bad because Sonic Mania exists.
Bah. Yeah.
That was like, what?
That doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah, because it's using 3D models, so that means it's bad. Why does it make it bad? Because Sonic Mania exists.
Let me explain that, because it's first of all, yeah, I agree with you there when it comes to those comments. No, but that's not even the issue. See, here's the thing about this: if you're gonna make a 2D game, I think you should take advantage of that and actually use an art style that 3D games can. Because the big advantage that 2D games have over 3D games is that they can use sprites to create a really cool look that you cannot do with 3D games. Like look at Hollow Knight, for example. Hollow Knight looks amazing with its with its beautiful 2D graphics. Like take advantage of that. Don't try. There's no when it comes to a 2D budgeted game, that's a great way of getting around the fact that you don't have a big budget, because if you're gonna need because when you use a 3D character model, it takes a lot of money to make it look great.
Yeah, I can.
And a lot of time,
it just comes down to the art style that you want. So
and here comes the favorite part of every Mega Man game: the boss rush.
All right, so I have a suggestion for future Mega Man games. When you're doing a boss rush, just save it for a separate mode, like what Kirby does with the arena.
I agree. It doesn't really have to be stacked on again. It's a thing that actually a lot of Capcom games just love to have near the end. Kami, for example.
Doesn't DMC have that?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
The series, not the reboot.
No, in general, some Devil May Cry games tend to have some boss rushes, but it seems to be a bit more sporadic in that kind of sense. But at least there is some mercy in that front. But yeah, it's a trope that Capcom seem to love in general on some occasions. But yeah, I agree that it should not. But I do agree that for Mega Man it should not, be integral, especially stuck at the end of an already exhausting gauntlet. I like what you can, for example, I like what you can do with the X collection, that you can use the sprite-based, Mavericks and mix mash your ideal match.
I think you can refight the bosses in the Legacy, in the classic Legacy collection.
I actually forgot.
If you want, it's just a matter of what you have to do or something like that.
Alright.
But again, just save that as a boss rush mode, and hell, if you want to have a harder variation like the True Arena, go ahead. I'll be down. Yeah, this is a boss.
My god.
Yep. He was on a budget. Okay, so the plan was for the Mega Man comics. He got kidnapped by this one psychotic rich guy. It's like, I want you to keep building robots to spread fear across the world so people would hate robots. So Wily was like, okay, but his real plan was to have incredibly ludicrous plans so he can make sure that guy runs out of money and hijack him. So, and the funny thing is, the guy is supposed to be Mr. X from Mega Man 6. So it wasn't really that's the idea Ian was going with. It was like, all right, fine. We'll finally explain why Mr. X, why Wily took up the X disguise. Also, if I could kill him right here if I swapped to the Toadman weapon, it would straight up kill him, but I would lock myself in the room. Yeah.
I'm trying to take a look at who's writing the Mega Man Fully Charged comic so I can see.
Like, is it the same of the first season?
I don't think so.
AJ. No, I don't think it is. It says Aichi Marchi, so I don't know who this person is. Let me double check real quick who these people are.
Also, if you have the time to spare,
but from what I'm saying here in this, sorry,
if you have time
go
to
ahead.
spare, there's one side product that I can actually recommend you to watch if you haven't yet. Is the Devil May Cry anime. When it came out, not a lot of people cared. I honestly do believe it's something that has aged better with time. It is a tad formulaic, you know, but it's actually not that bad looking. They even managed to make work a child supporting character for Dante. And I know what you're thinking. Wait, a child supporting character for something like Devil May Cry where Dante kills demon left and right.
I was doing weapon farming, by the way.
No, I honestly think that works, and the anime in general is pretty cool. It's just a shame that it ended before it could get to potential retelling of the games, because it said it's sort of a meatball in between, I think, 1 and 2. Between 1 and 4, technically. Okay.
Did it age as well as Beautiful Joe? The Beautiful Joe anime.
I haven't seen that. Yes, Pedro?
Yeah.
Okay, there, G. I can now kind of answer your question.
Look at this BS!
No. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
Pretty much. Alright, let's see the ending.
And we've done it. We have defeated Dr. Wily. We have saved the day, and he's groveling on our feet, begging for forgiveness. This is surely the end of the Mega Man series. We have... Wait, what? Okay.
Okay, we'll say this, then. What do you think is more ludicrous? Dr. Wily just doing this and yeah, exactly. Escaping from that kind of trapdoor, or Robotnik running actually faster than Sonic?
This is stupid. It was like, I'm sucked now. Bye.
What, you think this is dumb, Deji? Wait till you see the ending of Mega Man: The Power Fighter.
Oh yeah, I know. He's like, what a cheap show. Thanks, losers.
No. That I think you're thinking.
Oh, the Power Battles. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because the ending of Power Fighters is. Let's just say there's a conversation between Mega Man and Wily that's just kind of surreal because of what they do with it. Basically, what they do is they basically Mega Man. You're done, Dr. Wily. You cannot turn robots into evil anymore. What do you mean? You're the one destroying my robot. Doesn't that make you evil?
That's what we're talking about. Yeah,
is that what you're
like? You can't defeat me. No, he was basically like, you're destroying robots, you're a hypocrite. And then Mega Man's like, oh no, am I as bad as Wily? And then Dr. Light roll Otto and Proto Man talk him out of it, like, you're fine, don't worry. Oh, okay. And then Wily was like...
And no, but that's the thing, Deji. I love what Dr. Light says about that. That sometimes you need to destroy... Sometimes
those who attack peace.
That kind of philosophy is not something that I really think Mega Man is a friend. The classic Mega Man series is a franchise that needs to be attached to. Like the X and Zero series are actually far better in that kind of regard.
That's the thing too. I get the feeling that the developers at the end of that game they tease at Zero being in those games. So apparently they were trying to make that series be kind of like a mesh of bridging the two or something.
What they were trying to do.
It is canonically stated that Zero is the last and best creation of Dr. Wily. So
yes. What they were trying to do was establish that Wily was developing Zero
the
sometime
time.
between the events of Mega Man 8 and Mega Man 9.
Okay.
He never finished them. That's the thing.
Because
But
again,
he was
Alright.
telling Base, get ready.
Because again, the one thing that Capcom still hasn't been good at when it comes to Mega Man is actually bridging the gap between the series that are actually interconnected. Basically. Anyway,
Honestly, I kind of don't want to see it because that would be.
I guess that, but on the other hand, it would be cool if there's an actual, official point of a timeline actually explained, But anyway, you wanted to say instead, Pedro, before the ending?
In the meantime, Reggie, I can now answer your question about the fully charged comic. Basically, according to the wiki, it continues the story of the animated series and the two writers of the comic are two writers from the show.
There you go, then.
So yeah, it's literally the same people continuing on from when they left off. So I'm gonna take a wild guess that and say that it's not good.
Not just that,
considering
I
it's the same.
I
it's
get
made
the
by the same-
idea that essentially we basically just said, no, you cannot, if you really want to continue, you cannot have a second season, but you can do a comic format.
Yeah, and if the I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that the writing is gonna be basically the same shtick as in the show, which means that comic is probably not gonna last that long either.
Well, again, like I said, the first issue sold really well, so I'm like, oh, okay.
Which is weird considering nobody cares
I
about
know.
nobody cared about the series itself.
I know.
So I don't understand that.
That's so bizarre, but
Well,
alright, go right ahead. If you want.
All right, so final thoughts.
It's a good game. I recommend people play it. If not, just play 11 instead. But alright.
Pretty much the same for me. Like it's perfectly serviceable. It's a Mega Man game through and through. It's actually a tad easier than some of the more harder titles. So these might also, if you really don't want to play the series in chronological order, these might be one of the potential good places to start. Not immediately, but like near beginning, medium level, But yeah, pretty cool. Even the selection of the sub weapon this time around. Pedro?
Pretty much the same thing. It's a perfectly fine game for what it is. I actually do enjoy something like 6 more because I actually really love the particular gimmicks you have on that one. Just because they're at least trying to do something a bit more interesting. But yeah, this is still perfectly fine for what it is. So yeah, not that much to say. It's classic Mega Man. There's not that much to say about it. You know how this goes.
Mm-hmm. Alright then.
That's it, basically.
Then once again, I'd like to thank you guys for having me, for being here, especially on such short notice.
Sure.
So,
Well,
and I hope to get you guys on more projects, especially UTO for that secret project that we have to do.
I really wonder what you might be talking about.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we won't be getting to that for a long while, unfortunately.
Alright, so
Alright.
see ya, I guess.
Yep, see ya for
Yeah.
whatever
Alright,
game
see
I
ya.
have to record next.
See ya.
See ya.
All right. See ya.